favorite yummy chocolatey cake, and it's going to be eggless with a real soft texture, the lovely chocolate cake. Let us see how to do this. 200 grams of all-purpose flour or maida, 40 grams of cocoa powder or chocolate powder, 50 grams of corn flour, 150 grams of sugar, 1 spoon of vanilla essence or chocolate essence, 120 ml of oil, 120 ml of milk, 100 grams or 1 big beetroot shredded, half teaspoon of salt, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 3/4 tin of condensed milk, 2 teaspoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of lemon juice, and for the chocolate icing we need 1 full cooking chocolate or any chocolate bar, 1 teaspoon of butter, 2 tablespoons of milk. First let's start with the wet ingredients. Oil, add butter to this. You can use a hand mixer, electric mixer, a regular whipper or a wooden ladle for doing this. Now add condensed milk to this. Now slowly add milk. Can you look at the consistency? You have to bring that batter to this consistency. Now this milk we are going to add it for the icing which we are going to prepare. Well, if after adding the flour, if you find that this is becoming thick, and then we can use this milk to dilute it. Preheat your ovens at 180 degree or 350 degree Fahrenheit for 10 minutes. உங்களுடைய அவன்களை 180 டிகிரி சென்டிகிரேட் அல்லது 350 டிகிரி ஃபாரன்ஹைட்ல 10 நிமிஷத்துக்கு சூடு பண்ணிக்கலாம். So let's start with the dry ingredients. சரிக்கலாம். You need a sieve like this or any kind of a normal sieve which we use in the kitchen. First the all-purpose flour, half teaspoon of salt, baking powder, baking soda. Now add the cocoa powder. I'll just give it a gentle mix. I'm getting a wonderful cocoa smell. So be careful in choosing your cocoa powder. You should use the nice quality one. Otherwise the taste of the chocolate cake will not be that good. Now we have mixed this well. So let's go to the wet ingredients and mix them together. Just blend them very slowly. Now look at this. It's a little thick. So let's dilute it by adding some milk to this. Now look at the texture, look at the consistency. This is how it should be. Suppose if the batter is a little thick, add milk spoon by spoon and bring it to this consistency. Because there might be some variations with the cocoa powders, so we might need 1 or 2 teaspoons of milk more or less. So check that and use accordingly. Now let's lastly add the beetroot and lemon juice. Now we can add 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence or any chocolate essence, and again this if you wish you can add, because if you are using the right nice cocoa powder you might not require also, because the chocolate smell will be there in that. In that case you need not use it. However, you can just try that and then decide. Now I am adding the beetroot. As I have mentioned in my earlier videos, we are adding this vegetable to give some extra softness and texture to the cake. Because it's an eggless cake, we are adding this beetroot. This beetroot will not change or alter the taste or anything of color of this chocolate cake. That's why we are adding beetroot, the lemon juice, a little essence. Now give it a nice mixing. Now take a 9-inch baking dish and just grease it with butter. Once you have spread the butter like this, dust it with the flour. Dusting this will help the cake not to stick to the surface, and it will help to remove it very easily. Now look at this. Make some swirls so there are no air bubbles or uneven portions on the cake vessel. This is a 9-inch dia vessel, so you'll have to take care. The measurements which we are telling for this cake is only for this vessel. So if you're going to increase or decrease the size of the vessel, then accordingly you will have to increase or decrease the measurements also to get the right full resin cake. Let's leave it into the oven for 50 minutes at 180 degrees centigrades. Now it's 50 minutes. And just pierce it to the side and check if it has been cooked. Can you see? The stick has come out clean. So the cake is done. Now let's leave it for 30 minutes to cool. So now after 30 minutes, the mold has completely cooled. Now we can remove the cake. Always just clear the sides. Just look at the pores. That will show that the texture of the cake is very nice and soft. Now we are going to pour the chocolate glazing on top of it. So just let me remove this, put it back to this plate because I want the chocolate to spread all around. So I am keeping it in such an arrangement. Now put the chocolate bits to a glass vessel. This is a 100-gram chocolate bar. Now just add the 2 tablespoons of milk to it and leave it in the microwave for 2 to 3 minutes. Now just look at this. Mix the chocolate well with the milk and add the butter to this. Add 1 more spoon or 2 spoons of milk because we are going to just pour it on top of it. So that's why we are adding milk in spoons. Just keep spreading like this until it flows to all the sides. If it's not flowing down, then you can straight away remove from the dripped area and spread it to the sides. Just let it cool like this with the icing for 30 minutes and then you can put it to pieces and serve it. So dear friends, hope you enjoyed this session of making this lovely eggless chocolate melting chocolate cake. Try this recipe and keep us posted. Dosa Pizza, always enhancing your taste buds. If you like this video, press like, subscribe to Dosa Pizza, and for your printable recipes, visit dosapizza.com. Thank you and bye-bye.